Hello everyone. Today I would like to show new command Excel form report. This command can be used to fill up an Excel form. The form needs to be created in Excel. Here I have a measurement routine. There are some dimensions measured. We have tried to use all kind of dimensions like locations, distance, and feature control frames. And here we want to fill up a form which is created in Excel. So to insert the command Excel form report, click on Insert, Modules, Excel form report. This menu is displayed. Currently, everything is grayed out on the left hand side as we have not selected the template. The template is the form which is created in Excel. You can select template. So there are some templates which are being created and shipped with PCTMIS. One of them is AS9102 form. AS9102 is a standard required in the aerospace industry for filling up the first article inspection report. Let me double click into the title bar area to make it big. And you can see that in this form, there are different header cells and data cells. On the left hand side, we have part info, trace fields, dimensions, and custom field. There are fields under each of the title. These fields are associated with certain cells. If the association is already created, you need to select the form template. Maybe you want to go and check your report setting. This is the location where the default result would be. So by default, under public document, hexagon version of the PCTMIS, Excel form report result. This is a folder in which you will see the result. Name of the file can be customized by using all these variables that are provided: part number, serial number, date, time. And the result can be saved as XLSX form or in a CSV or TXT. Let us start with that XLSX form, and we click OK to accept all the default settings. And now I would click on Create to add the command Excel form report in my measurement routine. If I execute this measurement routine now, then you will see that under my public document Excel form report results folder, it has created a file, XLSX file. Now I have Excel installed on this machine. So if I double click it, it will open it in Excel, and you can see that there are 3 worksheets in this form. And here we got part number, part name, serial number, FAI number. In form 2.2, we have got this header information filled in. And in form 3, where we needed data, you can see that it has filled up the header information and the data. There is a reference locator here. So this indicates that this is a feature control frame, location 1, circle 2's X value, and it's designed or designated as a measure value. These are its nominal with upper tolerance, lower tolerance, and this is my measured value. So all the dimensions in my measurement routine as measured are filled up in this particular form. This is the result, and you can use it to send it to your customer or record, keep it for a record. Well, let me show you another command, another form. And in one measurement routine you can have multiple forms. So I'm going to add another form here, Excel form report. And this time I will select a form named form row-wise. So this is a blank form. No association has yet been made between the field and the form. So here I wanted blueprint number. I can drag and drop the value into that column, or I can go to refer, part info, part number, part name, use my trace field, part ID, maybe I can put it up as a serial number, or maybe I don't want serial number here. So to remove it, I can either press control button and delete button, or I could have gone here and say clear reference. But maybe for part ID, I'm going to take a value from my trace field and put it here. And an operator, well, I have not created an operator trace field, but if I want it to be filled with a trace field named operator, I can create a trace field and then associate with this particular field, this particular cell. So the header information can be filled up using fields under part info or trace field. To fill up the data here, you can use the fields under dimension or custom. So to use the field under dimension, say I want to put a counter, it's like a number 1, 2, 3. I'm going to put it under this PCD ID. PCD ID is a unique string created by PCDMIS to identify each dimension. Requirement. Now I can put a requirement string. Requirement string is created by adding nominal value plus upper tolerance minus lower tolerance. So I can use requirement string. Now for a requirement string of a feature control frame, there is a possibility to show it as a feature control frame. Under report setting, there is a checkbox, use control frame for requirement of FCF and size dimension. If this is checked, which would be by default, the requirement for feature control frame dimensions would be a control frame printed out right here. But to do this, you need to make sure that your form has a font which is PCDMIS font. Here is a comment. Now there is no comment for each dimension in PCDMIS. So we can create a custom field. I already have a custom field here, but if I remove this field to show you how to create it, I can go and click on this add button and type custom comment here. And I'm going to leave the value blank and say okay. So I can now pull this custom field and put it under column D. And this is my result or my measured value. I'm going to pick it up from here and I put it right here. In this manner, we can design our form and associate the cells with the fields on the left hand side. Now, this particular cells, I'm clicking and dragging my mouse to mark all of them. These are the fields associated with my data. So with every dimension, this fields needs to be filled up and repeated. So I'm going to highlight them and then right click and mark them as a data area. When I mark them as a data area is shown with a yellow background color. Here I have used a comment field. So I need to put or type the comment because the comment is not a part of a dimension in PCDMIS. To do that, go to Data tab and in a Data tab, you will see all the results in your measurement routine. Now, you can decide whether you want to send all the results to the routine, or you can say, I just want my feature control frame dimensions to go to, and you can mark those items by clicking on these checkboxes. Well, if I wanted to send everything, I can click on this button and mark all, or click again to unmark all, check or uncheck all. In the comment field though, I can type my comment, whole 101. Maybe I want to copy this. I can Control C, use all Microsoft cut and paste controls here. And this is 102. Again. And in this manner, I can write my comment. Or I can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is my 8 dimension, 9, 10, and I can either fill it or leave it. If my comment is too big, it will still expand and give me some more space to type more comment. So this is a long comment. So I have no restriction currently for typing or the number of character in a comment. But if you do so, then you need to make sure that this field, in when you created this form, these cells are wrapped. Otherwise, it is going to become very long. So once I have completed all this, I can say create, and my second Excel form command is now inserted. But then both the command, let me edit it again. So press F9 on it. But both this command will have the same name. So if I want to change the name, I'm going to drop the time, and maybe I'm going to drop the serial number. So I have a part name and a date. And then I'm going to say okay, and execute my routine. So this part ID, I'm going to change it to 885. Check back our Excel form report folder, and you will be able to see that there is a, at the same time, two files are created. One with a date and timestamp, which is our AS9102 form created by command excel underscore form 1. And these are my data. And the other one is our new form, the second form, which is filled up correctly. Again, we got all the comments. It's a long comment and the measured value. And here it shows feature control frame in place of requirement. Even for a diameter, it shows what gets printed out in PCTMIS. But to see this, you need to ensure that there are font. So when you design the form, you need to make sure that the font is a PCTMIS selected here. Only then you will be able to see the feature control frames. Now, I'm going to show you, I'm going to remove this first form, and I'm going to show you what happens if I run the program again and again. In this case, for this form, the file name is the same. So when the file name is the same, we append the form. So we support multi-run for the Excel form report command. So now I'm going to execute it again. And this time I'm going to use the ID as 886. Well, I did not use the ID for um, the data, so it may not show me. So it has updated this file at 1017. And if I double click it to open in Excel, you can see that we had a data whole 101, and then after that, after from line number 40, number 37 is whole number 101 again. And so it appended all the data one more time. We have 36 dimensions in one run, and because we had two run, I got 72 dimension. Well, this is one way of appending. Then there might be another way to append multiple form. So I'm going to remove this command and insert another one, module Excel form report, and select 5-part study. So here what we have done is we have associated my measured value with more than one cell and marked it as a data area. So in case where more than one column or rows are associated with measured value, then with every run, the next available measured value cell will be filled up. So here I'm going to add this command here and now run it one time. And then run it second time. So if you look, we have got we got two different name because we did not have the same name. We got two different files created. So this is not what we want. What I want is I have to go back to the form and then say I don't want to have the time. I just want to have the part name, serial number, and a date. And I will be required to run it again twice. Control Q. And now if I look, there is only one file, and if I open this file, we got measurement result in two different columns. So instead of appending the result at the end, it has generated me a form with data in two different columns, or it can append the data in two different rows if the form would have been a column wise form. This is all about Excel form report. I hope it will be useful to you. Thank you.